Hello, everybody. College game day in Athens, Georgia, between the hedges. Brian Kelly looking for revenge against Kirby Smart. Knocked off Notre Dame on his way to a runner-up season. And here to discuss that and all the other great games happening this week, Will Stewart, co-host. How you doing, Mr. Stewart?
Very good.
Excited to be here?
Yes.
Okay, and guys, this might be the greatest week that we have discussed so far.
Yeah, I think we've said that about pretty much every week.
Yeah. But this one's for certain. You got 3 ranked v ranked matchups, all above the top 20.
Yes, right.
So you got 3, number 7 Notre Dame at number 3 Georgia. You got number 11 Michigan at number 13 Wisconsin. You got number 8 Auburn at number 17 Texas A&M. Will, it's gonna be an incredible week to watch.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is. All right, but so before we start that, we've never actually discussed another sport in college game day. Well, it's not another sport; it's the same sport, different league.
Yeah.
NFL. People have been telling us to ask about this. Everyone says it's BS, and we literally just watched the clip.
I just saw it
for like 2 minutes before
starting the show.
We started. Jamal Adams on Monday Night Football was fined $21,000 and roughing the passer on Baker Mayfield, and they lost 23-3. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying the loss was because of that penalty.
No, but
they just stink in general. But was that a roughing the passer?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Because I was watching, like you said, we were watching the highlight about 2 minutes before the show, and I don't think he didn't hit with his helmet.
No, he never led with his helmet.
He was like this.
He was just kind of like a chop block.
And he was in motion when he was like.
Yeah.
When you're a defender, you can't really like stop when you're right here.
No, exactly.
Full speed, and then I don't think it was a late hit. Roughing the passer.
Yeah, I don't think it was a late hit either because Mayfield had not uncorked the ball.
Yeah.
When Jamal Adams had he probably let go of the ball. Adams was probably a couple inches from him. How are you supposed to stop? This is an NFL caliber player going at full speed. He was one of the fastest players during college. Yeah. So I do not think he did it on purpose, first of all. If anyone does think that, then you're stupid. He did not do that on purpose.
Not at all.
But he's an NFL player, he's NFL instincts, and I really do think that, first of all, we already discussed he did not mean to do that.
Yeah.
Second of all, it didn't cause harm to Mayfield. He didn't truck him. He didn't target him. Leave with his helmet. Mayfield was not defenseless. So, I honestly think, no, that should not have been. She should be fined $21,000 by the league.
Yeah.
It was awful. Bad call by the refs in that one.
Yeah, terrible call. All
right. Well, we move to the NFL to college football. Saturday slate. And the first one, we're covering a Friday game. Tomorrow night, USC. After a tough loss to BYU
that was
in overtime, hosting the Utah Utes, the number 10 team in the country, top 10 for the first time since 2011. Will, break it down.
Great game.
All right.
It's in the Coliseum. I mean, every game in the Coliseum is great. Now, USC, I mean, they lost to BYU, but is BYU ranked yet?
No, they're not. They're still 2-1.
Come on. But yeah, USC fell out the rankings. Utah, great team, great defense, probably the best in the Pac-12. So it's going to be a low-scoring game, I think.
Low scoring.
It was low-scoring for USC. I don't know about Utah. But.
Well, okay, so, as you said, Utah's defense is a phenomenal defense. But I think what you really have to watch is the Utah offense. Zach Moss is 77 yards away from breaking the all-time Utah rushing record.
77.
Okay, we could definitely get that by the end of the year.
Definitely.
And the offense led by Tyler Huntley. They also have another running back who I think is severely underrated in Devontae Henry Cole. This is an incredible Utah team.
Yeah, all around.
But I think USC, they could underestimate the offensive side. Now, USC on the offensive side, JT Daniels, senior Michael Pittman. He was like second all-time in touchdowns at USC. 5-year senior, so he has experience.
He's good.
And Utah lost some of their corners in the draft, so I don't know. Could see some throws from Michael Pittman. Number 1, super fast Velus Jones Jr. for USC. They got a nice running back in Stephen Carr.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly disagree with you. I think this is going to be a shootout in the Coliseum. Honestly, I just think the offenses are going to go out. Utah's going to completely forget about their defense. They're going to be like Texas in the Red River Robbery game. We're not going to contain JT Daniels. We're just going to outscore him.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an actual Pac-12 game.
Yeah.
Probably the first time you'll see Utah in a Pac-12 game all year.
Yeah, probably.
Which is high scoring, no defense. Phenomenal game to watch. Be sure to check that one out. 9:30 off FS1, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
Tomorrow night. All right, Will. We got a good one. Rematch and revenge. Michigan at Wisconsin. Last year just went awful in all sorts of ways for the Badgers. It was 10-13.
Yeah.
You're thinking Wisconsin's 2 in a row. Final score was 38-13. Michigan.
38. Yeah, it's ugly.
You know who exploded was Shea Patterson.
Shea Patterson.
He's ridiculous. He's really good. He's such an underrated QB.
He is.
But after nearly losing to Army, the question is Michigan ready for this game? And the experts did not think so because Wisconsin is favored.
Okay.
So even based on last year, and based on the Army game, those two kind of going head-to-head, conflicting whether Wisconsin should be favored or not. What do you think the quarterback situation is? Because you got Shea Patterson on one end, Alex Hornibrook, the former Wisconsin QB, transferring to Florida State, Jack Cohn taking over. But he's led Wisconsin number 13 right now.
Yes.
Obviously, they have not played Michigan yet.
They have not put a...
But it's a Devin Bushless, Rashawn Gary-less Michigan.
And Chase Winovich.
Michigan.
Lots of players.
So,
on
defense, they did get back Tariq Black, who was out the entire year last year. So, he's back for Michigan.
Really
Will this be... So, that's a question coming in. Jack Cohn has explosive receivers, Jazz Peavy, A.J. Taylor, and he's got the best running back in football, Jonathan Taylor.
Oh.
Ridiculous.
Amazing.
So, is this going to be an offensive game? People want to see that in this one.
I think it will.
All right.
I mean, I just think the Wisconsin running back's so good.
Dude, Jonathan Taylor, he's ridiculous.
3 touchdowns, maybe. 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be a little too much on this Michigan D, but yeah, a very high scoring game, I think.
Okay. I completely agree that you're looking at this Michigan-less defense, and you're like, this could not end so well for Wisconsin. Remember, Wisconsin's defense lost some key players, too.
Mm-hmm. They did.
So this could not turn out well for any of these teams. You really can't predict this.
Either team.
And so I'm just thinking, like, Wisconsin, they lost. I mean, there's no Ryan Connolly on that list. Leading tackler last year is a linebacker. There's no Ryan Connolly on this roster list right here. So there's no Dakota Dixon, strong safety, on this roster list right here. They got Travis Whittaker. They got Kobe Knack. All these guys are sophomores. So, honestly, this could be like, I agree. This could be like a Big 12, like 48-50 type deal there. So,
very possible.
It is very possible. I see this game going into overtime. I see multiple overtimes. I see 40, 50 points. Like, the defense gone and the offense explodes.
Yes, for many
All right, now we get to a defensive battle I like to see. Number 8 Auburn Tigers, Bo Nix. His second real test. But this is pretty much his first real test because he's never seen a defense like Jimbo Fisher put together at Texas A&M.
Never.
I mean,
that Oregon defense is good, but it's not.
It's not because Texas.
Nothing.
You can't match up to an SEC defense. You can't compare. You can't even compare Utah to Texas A&M, even though they're one of the best defenses in the country. You can't compare. You can't go comparing a Pac-12 defense to an SEC defense. So Bo Nix, will he be able to step up to the challenge? Because in the first half against Oregon, absolutely awful. Second half, 7 for 13, 86 yards and 2 touchdowns to lead his team to victory. Will it be more like a first half, second half, or will it be an entire game effort from Bo Nix?
I think it's going to be like a first quarter.
Okay.
First quarter, that Texas A&M defense are going to get all confident. We only give them a field goal and we have 14 points. But then I feel like Bo Nix, he's going to understand their defense and the play calling is going to be much better. So I think he will adapt too.
These are two coaches that faced each other in the 2013 National Championship game. Gus Malzahn leading his Auburn Tigers against Jimbo Fisher, who was coaching Jameis Winston. And Florida State ended up winning that 34-31 in one of the most underrated and probably one of the greatest national championship games of all time. With 13 seconds left, throws it to NFL player Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown, 34-31 with 13 seconds left. Auburn could not pull a miracle like they had that year two times against Alabama and Georgia. And Texas A&M. Florida State held on for the win. Now, when you're you can't go comparing Kellen Mond with Jameis Winston because what he was at the college level was ridiculous. Now, what he is in the NFL level is ridiculous in a bad way. But we're not going to get to that. Yeah. If he threw to the wrong team, his completion percentage would be like 100%. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Kellen Mond. Jimbo Fisher has coached quarterbacks like him before. James Blackman. Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. Yeah.
It's guys that are the arms are absolute rockets.
Yeah.
But they will not hesitate to run the football. Now, Kellen Mond, obviously, 4 inches smaller and probably 50 pounds less than Jameis Winston was. Jameis Winston was like 6'5". Yeah, he was huge. And he still is today.
Yeah.
But Mond, he's so speedy, it doesn't matter. Like, he can take off. So, honestly, inexperienced Auburn cornerbacks versus Kendrick Rogers and Courtney Davis of Texas A&M, the 2 leading receivers. Yeah. Will we see the 3rd highest scoring game? Come on. But this is an SEC game, so why would you even say that?
Yeah, but
honestly, and Texas A&M's favored by 4. Okay. Well, when I saw that, I was like, well, hey. The offensive line against Clemson could not protect Kellen Mond. And they're going against a defensive line that's better or as good as the Clemson defensive line. Derek Brown, Big Cat Bryant, Nick Coe. Like, this is an incredible Auburn defensive line. Yes. How is Texas A&M going to be able to contain that?
I don't know. I think you just stack as many players. Maybe you have, 2 tight ends come in.
All right.
Possibly 3. You just get as many blockers as you can and block those big guys.
Yeah. KJ Britt had 8 tackles in the second half against Oregon. Auburn's a ridiculous football team.
Look.
Yeah, exactly. But you look on the offensive side of the ball for the Tigers, and you kind of question a little bit.
Yeah.
You got Will Hastings.
Yes.
You got Eli Stove, who's really good. No one else really there.
No, I'm looking at
the defense is
stacked.
Top of the line, good.
Yeah.
So, now I just wanted the analysis from you. Which battle do you like more? Kellen Mond against an Auburn defensive line, or Bo Nix against an underrated Texas A&M defense?
Bo Nix.
Okay.
It has to be. I just want to see how he adapts to that defense and how he's going to play through it as the game gets later on.
Okay. All right, well, I think we discussed that game thoroughly enough to go Washington, number 22. I think we lost to Cal 2 weeks ago. Got the win against Eastern Washington to improve to 22. And now they're in, which has been the upset cauldron of college football, Provo, Utah, BYU. Dang.
I know. Same thing.
USC. You're not ranked anymore because of those guys. Holy crap. And BYU performed out of their mind, insane in that game.
And against Tennessee.
Mika Simon was absolutely ridiculous, and he still is as a receiver. Closer than the experts think?
Yeah.
And they respect BYU so much, they only favored Washington by less than a touchdown, 6 points. They've hosted 3 Pac-12 teams, and they were all ranked.
That's unfair.
That really is.
That's so unfair.
And they go into the schedule and they play Utah State first. Just give them a break.
Yeah. Come on.
You lost to Utah 30-12. Gotta get your confidence back up somehow. Beat Tennessee in overtime.
Tennessee beat them.
Then come back home. Beat number 24 team in the country. Now you're facing the number 22 team in the country at home again. Not that much big of a difference. So Jacob Eason, he has not really put on a show like the experts thought he would. Does he make a blowout performance in this game?
I don't know about blowout, but I really do think he can come up clutch.
All right.
I think he has to prove something.
You think he will prove that he's a franchise quarterback?
I think he could.
For Washington.
Yeah, but watch out for that BYU defense. It's phenomenal.
Chris Tonga, defensive end. He's gonna be Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
I'm honestly saying he's going to be Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year.
Totally
I'm like predicting that. Like, he's ridiculous. He already has 2.5 sacks. Like 6 solo tackles. He's got a tackle for loss. Like he almost had a fumble he forced a fumble. Recovered back by USC, but he forced a fumble. Mm-hmm. He just flies all over here, folks.
Yeah.
All right. So next one, UCF in Pittsburgh.
Heinz
Field. Pitt Panthers. Second time for both these guys being on game. They will. What do you think of this game?
I think it's going to be...
Because we saw who's supposed to be UCF's second hardest opponent on the season. Stanford. They came into USC and just... Dylan Gabriel ripped them apart. They got just got Costello back there in the first half.
Yeah.
In the second half.
Yeah.
And they came back and almost won. 27-45. Doesn't seem like they almost won, but they were down 45-3, so they scored 24 straight. Give them some credit, please.
And they didn't allow UCF to anymore.
Exactly. But Dylan Gabriel, the starting confusion for UCF is it Wimbush or Gabriel? Like, pick one, please. They can't decide. But after after Gabriel's performance against Stanford, the first question is, who will they start?
I think it might be Gabriel.
Okay.
It's hard. I mean, it's one game.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's
it's one of their biggest games of the year.
That is true.
It's probably top 3. It goes number 1, Stanford. We check that off the list. Number 2, Pitt. We're about to check that off the list.
Saturday.
And number 3, Cincinnati probably, or Houston, or one of those. So Pitt upset. They're 4-1 in their last 5 games against the top 15 team, including 2-1 in their last 3 against a top 4 team. Watch out, UCF.
Watch out, and they're in Pitt.
Yeah, and they're in Heinz Field.
Heinz Field,
sacred place where they knocked off the number 3 team in the country, Miami, 2 years ago.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're a ridiculous football team.
Yeah.
And so I think if Pitt's defense could show up, Pat Narduzzi was the defensive coordinator for Michigan State when they were the number 1 defense in the country for 3 straight years. He was their defensive coordinator.
3 straight years.
So now he's taking it to Pitt. I mean, he's been at Pitt for like 8 years, but he's taking it to Pitt, and he is making them a defensive threat in the ACC.
It really is.
Trying to make them go to their second straight ACC championship. This is the biggest challenge of their season. So, I don't know. This is going to be a really fought-out, hard game. Yeah, it's really hard to predict. Colorado at Arizona State. First of all, Arizona State, the luckiest win in the history of college football.
That call was
awful. It was really awful. And I'm Michigan State, so I'm kind of biased to say that. But Coughlin made the first one, got called back.
Yes.
So now he's like, all right, I just absolutely whipped the second one.
Not even close.
Yeah. And Arizona State pulled off an upset to Michigan State for the second straight year.
And
everyone thought we would crush them.
Yep.
Michigan State would crush them. That was not the case. And it's 7-10, but we knew it was going to be a defensive battle.
We did.
Now they're hosting a team who beat Nebraska.
Close game.
Overtime, but still. They've already beaten a ranked team. Why not another?
Yes.
So I think the Buffs, this is 2 3-0 teams.
This could be.
And Colorado's on the verge of being ranked.
They are. I mean,
so this is basically 24. I'm counting this as 24 versus 25 because this is basically a matchup of a team that wants to be ranked and a team that wants to stay in the rankings. Yeah. If Colorado wins, they will be ranked. I'm going to tell you that right now. They're 4-0. They've beaten 2 ranked teams. What tells you they're not deserving to be ranked?
Yeah, I mean, they have to be.
No, exactly. And Arizona State favored by 7.5. So, I don't know. Stevie Montez, Alex Fortunat, Laviska Shenault. Those are just some of the offensive players.
Yeah, just some
of the offensive players on Colorado. Like, they're absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Get out of here, fly, goddamn. But Arizona State, how about Jaden Daniels, the freshman?
Jesus.
He can run.
Yeah.
He can run the football. I mean, are you kidding?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, so I think he will explode in this game. And this is going to be a Pac-12 game.
It is.
It's high-scoring 40s and 50s.
Just like this one.
Exactly. That's what happens.
Yeah.
All right, well, Okay, we're going to go into our questions, then go to our game of the week, and then go to Super Dogs, all right? Here's the questions. What was the most surprising game last week?
Oh. It's my surprise. I think it's... hold up.
Mine is... I've got mine in my head since we started. Right. BYU and USC. Okay. I mean, why do you not pick that? Shootout in Provo. Great win. Mm-hmm. College football games last week.
Yeah, I'm agree.
So, I say USC BYU. If I were to pick another one, it's tough. Arizona State, Michigan State. What's your pick?
It's gonna be Arizona State, Michigan State. Yeah. I mean, think if Michigan State would have made the field goal,
overtime, possibly another win, probably moved up in the rankings as well. So yeah, that was like a game changer for them. Will, who should make the jump from unranked to the top 25 college football rankings? So,
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give you my opinion.
I'm gonna go with BYU.
Okay. Yeah, they're in there.
I mean, they beat really two good teams in Tennessee and
I'm gonna go with a big sleeper.
All right, yeah.
Wake Forest. They beat a Mac Brown team in UNC. They're 3-0, and they're ranked 31st in the AP Top 50.
Respect.
Dang, I mean, they used to suck.
Forever.
Look at them now. I mean, they're 3-0.
Yes.
They beat a Mac Brown team who's not even in the AP Top 50 anymore because they beat them. So, I think, if anyone, Wake Forest. Yeah. Maybe Oklahoma State, but I'm going with Wake Forest right now. Will, how about you?
BYU. I'm sticking with
BYU. You're going to stick with BYU.
Yeah. And if they win this weekend, then definitely.
Oh, definitely. If they're not ranked, that's going to piss me off. Yeah. All right. Who should drop from the rankings?
I think it should be
college football top 25.
This is really hard to. I think it's going to be Washington.
Not this week, but I think they shouldn't be in there. College football rankings.
I don't know. I mean,
all right. Okay, this is going to be mine.
Teams and
I'm looking at,
or I mean, maybe Virginia because I don't think they can.
I'm looking at TCU because I don't really think they've had the schedule to be able to say
2 games.
Yeah, they've only played 2 games, first of all. Yeah, and they don't have the schedule to be able to say, hey, we should be ranked. Yeah, they didn't win by that much either, which is pretty disappointing. Yeah. So, I'm going to say TCU. I don't think they should be in there. Well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, TCU. I mean, they played terrible team for week 1. Yeah. Purdue week 2. I mean, crushed them, but...
Yeah.
I mean...
All right, so now we're going to get on to Super Dogs. I'm kidding. Game day, game of the week. Yeah. God, this is a good one. Yeah. Notre Dame at Georgia. Notre Dame wants some revenge.
They do.
Georgia's like, welcome to our house. You're gonna get your butt kicked.
Yes.
It's a huge game. I mean, in college football playoff race.
Yeah.
This will pretty much decide it. But this will decide, in my opinion, this decides if Notre Dame is for real or not.
Yes.
If you can go into Sanford Stadium,
and if you can,
who they have a 63% winning percentage and you win
against
a number 3 ranked Georgia, you're for real. You're honestly for real.
Yeah, I mean,
you're definitely for real. Yeah. So this is gonna be low scoring.
Mm-hmm. Very.
Both lost valuable defensive and offensive players. This is going to be, I think, another low-scoring one like it was in 2019. Because that was, 2017, that was 19 to 20.
Pretty low-scoring.
And I think Georgia, if their defense could step up, they will hold on. But if Notre Dame, book can get going.
Watch out for that offense.
This will be a tough game for Georgia. Mm-hmm. Even losing Dexter Williams and Miles Boykin, they still have weapons. He still has weapons around him. All right, that was a quick discussion. Super Dogs, Will?
BYU.
Oh, right away. Didn't even have to look.
I'm not taking 2 minutes on this. But yeah, BYU.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, they beat Tennessee. They did lose to Utah, but I mean, it wasn't.
It's Utah. First of all, top 10 team.
They beat USC by 3.
Beat Tennessee.
Tennessee by 3.
And they have a chance to knock off Washington. They're at home, so there's.
I'm not saying they're gonna win, but I mean this could be decided by a field goal.
All right.
Either team.
Okay.
So, yeah.
My underdog is gonna be Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Buffs. They're favored not to win by 7.5. Arizona State's favored to win by 7.5.
Okay.
I think Stevie Montez can step up, deliver. They will definitely cover, but I will not tell you. I'll tell you if they win or not in a little bit. So, all right, Saturday selections, everyone's favorite segment. And before we start, we're gonna get our need to know basis brought to you by Winsipedia, a great college football website and shop. You can buy college football wear, and you can look up every record of every single team.
Every game.
So
that's happened in history
since 1869. So Wikipedia, we're gonna thank you for sponsoring us. All right, Georgia, Notre Dame. We're gonna start with that rivalry. Georgia's 2-0 against the Fighting Irish, winning both of their matches. The last time they won, besides 2017, was 1981. Guess who won the national championship that year? The Dogs. So with Herschel Walker, one of the best running back in college football history, in my opinion. And their most recent coming in 2017 with the 2019 win. USC leads the series against Utah, 11-6.
Okay.
But Utah won the last one last year because they were amazing last year by a score of 41-28. High scoring. That's the only game that they did not allow 3 or less touchdowns against USC.
That just shows how good they do.
Yeah. Michigan leads the series against Wisconsin, 51-18. And won the last one last year, 38-13. Seeming like domination, I'm just saying. Texas A&M leads the series 5-4, but Auburn has won the last 2 against A&M.
Okay.
Washington leads the series 6-4 against BYU and has a 2-game winning streak. And the last one, 2 more. UCF and Pitt have the series all tied up at 1, but UCF took the last one last year, 45-14. Make that your pick. Arizona State leads the series 8-2. Domination. But Colorado took the last one 28-21 last year.
Very close.
Now you guys can make your picks. Be sure to comment your picks below, like usual. All right, well.
First game.
Utah at USC. Who wins?
Very close game.
Okay.
I think it's a high-scoring close game.
Okay.
It's in the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still going to go with Utah.
Okay.
I don't think the USC, I know it's going to be high scoring, but I feel like at the end that Utah defense is going to come around and they're going to get some takeaways.
All right. Yeah, I completely agree. Utah's defense, they're phenomenal in all aspects of the game. And I think that will come into play in the first half. I think they'll get a big lead that they cannot choke, probably 21-0, 24-0. And they will pull away from USC. Big, probably 17, 20-point win. All right, well, Michigan at Wisconsin.
Oh, my.
Who takes it?
It's very hard. Like we said, it could go either way.
Uh-huh.
Is it in Wisconsin?
Yep. Camp Randall.
And it's 11 versus 13?
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to go with Wisconsin.
That's what I was going to go with as well.
They're mad. That's all I can say. I mean, they have to be pissed off.
I was going to go with Wisconsin, but since he picked, hail to the victor. Yeah. Michigan's going to take this one.
Oh.
They're not backing down just because Wisconsin wants revenge. Patterson in the offense will explode with a new Tariq Black, a refreshed Donovan Peoples-Jones, and a refreshed Grant Perry. Michigan, they'll pull away from this one early.
Okay.
All right, Auburn at Texas A&M.
Another one. You go either way.
Exactly.
I think Texas A&M can win this game.
Okay.
If they get takeaways,
okay,
they will win this game.
Okay.
But I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to go.
Underdog.
I'm going with Auburn.
All right.
I'm going to have
Tigers?
To. Yes. I feel like in...
Well, so you think Bo Nix is going to be able to step up?
I mean, he did against Oregon. Now, I know Oregon's defense isn't as...
Where's Texas A&M's?
Texas A&M's, but I mean...
All right.
I just feel like Auburn can pull away.
I feel your pain, and I'm also going to go with Auburn. They're going to have touchdowns. They're going to have defensive touchdowns. They'll take this game probably 10-3. Like I'm saying, like the only touchdown that's going to be scored is defensive. Incredible low-scoring game, but I think A&M might drop from the rankings with this loss.
Possibly.
Washington at BYU. Well,
So BYU's my super dog, obviously. I'm still gonna go with Washington.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be decided by a field goal. I feel like Aiden Smith can come back and.
You mean Jacob Eason?
Jacob Eason. Whoops. They can come back and he can get a good win.
I completely disagree. This defense will be all over the field for BYU. Tonguller have multiple sacks. And the BYU Cougars will take this one, their third win against a Power 5 opponent this year. They will be ranked after this one, folks. And I don't think the offense is showing any signs of slowing down either. BYU takes it. UCF at Pitt.
UCF. Okay. This is pretty easy for me. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter which quarterback you start. Okay. I still think UCF's going to get the win. I think they'll start Gabriel again, just see how he does against a pretty good team in Pitt. But yeah, I think UCF's going to get the win.
I completely agree, and I think they will start Wimbush actually today because they do not want Gabriel. He's going to be the secret weapon against Houston and Cincinnati and Memphis and all their other Eastern Conference. I mean, their AAC rivals. So I think they're going to start Wimbush in this game. He'll pull out some points. UCF will take it big time. All right, Colorado at Arizona State. Will
Colorado? Let's go Buffs.
Yeah.
I mean, their offense is so good.
Yeah,
you saw how many points they put up against Nebraska. I think they'll do the same thing against ASU.
I completely agree. They're my super dog, and I'm picking them to win outright. Like, this is I don't think Arizona State has the talent on defense to contain Stevie Montez. I do think it's going to be like 45-35. Like, it's not going to be a low-scoring game. But I think Stevie Montez and Laviska Shenault will connect for multiple touchdowns. Most exciting receiver in college football will get going again. Buffs win. Game day game of the week. Notre Dame at Georgia. Will.
All right. Georgia.
Party in Sanford.
I gotta say, I don't think Notre Dame can go into Sanford and get a win.
Okay.
It's
one of the hardest things to do in football. Traditionally, one of the hardest things to do in football.
And I don't think Notre Dame has played like a talented team like them.
Okay.
I mean, they've played talented teams, but I mean, not as talented as Georgia.
Yeah. Very tough pick for me because the way I look at it.
And also, I just can't see a SEC team losing in Georgia, too.
This is where you're wrong, my friend.
Okay.
When Georgia played Notre Dame in 2017, Ian Book was in high school. Put it that way. Ian Book was in high school. They started Wimbush. He was great. Who says Ian Book can't do better? Georgia, when they've welcomed top 10 teams, whether it's been in their house or on the road, haven't fared well. Lost to number 9 Auburn 40-17 2 years ago. They've always been crushed by a top 10 team once a year. This is going to be the day.
All right.
The Fighting Irish knock off Georgia in Sanford. I mean, 36-16 to LSU last year, 40-17 to Auburn 2 years ago. I think they're still in the race for the playoff after this loss, but it'll be close too, closer than the experts think. But Notre Dame, I should have put them on a super dog. I can't do that, but I should have put them on a super dog. Will, thanks for being here. Before you leave, what will be the upset of the week?
Does it have to be what I picked, or can it be what you picked? It has to be me.
Yeah, you just pick your own. I pick my own. Doesn't have to be on the board either.
All right. So okay. I'm gonna go with Colorado ASU. I feel like if Colorado can win, they can get in the rankings.
All right. Well, I know this is really tough for me.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go with ESPN. Okay, so I was gonna go with Colorado ASU, but I hate going with the same things as people because college football games next week. College football games upcoming. Sorry. All right. Mine. Ooh. Okay. So it's So you know how Cal was ranked, everybody, right? 23. They're headed to Ole Miss house. Rebels pull it off. They're gonna beat the number 23 team in the country in Cal, and they will satisfy their ranking as a good SEC football team.
That.
Will, thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it. College game day. Be sure to watch all the great games this week. I mean, they're all going to be phenomenal. You guys be sure to watch all the other episodes after this. Shout out to Winsipedia for helping us make this video. Be sure to like, sub, ring the bell for more great vids. Peace.